minorities. They're trying to hold me down like they're doing Sheduer. It's Trump's world.
Yeah, man. And it's fun. Yeah, that's been a thing. That's been a thing.
Trying to hold me down like they're doing Sheduer.
What is it like? It's day 3 of the.
It's day three. That man was supposed to be a first round top 5, and then top 10, then first round. Now it's day 3.
Oh, hold on. I forgot something.
Come on, man.
I didn't turn that other light on, but whatever.
What?
I didn't bring the other light around.
Oh, okay. Well,
whatever.
we're already in it.
Yeah,
it's too late.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, also he's a Patreon member too. You know that, right? Sheduer is.
Sheduer is one of our Patreon members?
Yeah, Sheduer's Patreon member.
I bet he is, man.
Big fan of the podcast.
I bet he is.
Big fan of the podcast.
I bet he is. He got good taste. That's what I'm saying. Why this dude ain't been drafted yet? It's insane.
Exactly. Maybe it's because he told every team he's going to change their culture, basically.
Ain't that what you want your first round draft pick to do?
That's always going to be the garbage team, so.
Huh? Exactly. I mean? Yeah, you want to.
And then Deion said, I don't want the garbage team to take him.
Hey, look.
I don't want Cleveland or the Giants.
Archie Manning did the exact same shit. Mm-hmm. Eli demanded a trade on draft day.
Yeah.
Also, what's up?
Also, his snap to throw ratio was like 3.5 seconds, and like most of them were like 2.5 seconds, and that's why he took like 40 some odd sacks.
Well, yes, because his O-line was trash.
He also said that nationally on a thing when he was playing a video game. I mean, okay, $1 billion enterprise, and they're like, hey, you know what? We're just trying to prove a point. We're not going to try to win any games.
Yeah, exactly what they're doing.
Yeah,
trying to prove a point.
I mean, you know what happened was it was like Johnny Manziel. You know, he was the first drama boy, and he crashed out of the league.
Well, Johnny Manziel, we all knew he was trash though.
Oh, he was undersized. Baker Mayfield, he damn near washed out of the league.
Well, Baker Mayfield was fine at first. When he first got to Cleveland, he wasn't bad. He did all right
his first year, but then he got figured out. And
then but then he didn't have no receivers. But then he had some receivers. But I mean, he in Tampa.
Okay. Yeah.
And he got a team around him, and he doing just fine. He's fine. I ain't saying he great, but he's fine. So.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. We're back. It's raining in LA,
which is insane. Do you know how much rent I pay?
Well, you think you should get like a refund whenever it rains?
Hell yeah.
You should get a refund when it rains on the weekends.
I should get a discounted, prorated rent for rain days.
Well, I mean, what you should do is you should say the rain made you homeless, and then they'll just cut you a check.
Is that what they doing?
That's yeah.
Because if they was doing that, why these?
$23 billion.
You know what? They ain't giving homeless people checks. The only thing they letting homeless people get is they letting them have dogs without having to pay adoption fees.
Really?
That's the only way. How do homeless people all have dogs? You know how much adoption fees cost?
It does.
They want hundreds of dollars for you to get a dog nobody else wants.
You're doing the city, you're doing the county a favor.
Yeah,
they're like, hey, you don't have to feed them no more. You don't have to clean up after them. I'll do this. And they're like, how about $300?
You're going to kill this dog if I don't take him.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, but also you need $500. Yeah. Like what?
What happened? I mean, yeah. Well, it's like,
yeah.
How long? I mean, what's the end goal? Yeah, I'm saving you having to assassinate this dog.
Yes.
Or murder this dog.
I'm keeping this off your conscience that you killed 16 dogs yesterday.
Yeah. And they still charge you. What do they charge? You know?
They want $300, $400, $500.
The adoption place?
Yes.
I thought it was.
You thought it was what?
I didn't think it would be that much.
Yes, they want $300, $400, $500. Somewhere. Oh, we got to recoup our costs for vaccinations and vet care and housing. We got to recoup our costs. Like, man, I didn't tell you to take this dog in. That was your decision. Don't you? I'm trying to take the dog off your hands, and you got trying to get me for $5.
This is part of the reason I've never gotten a dog. You know? I mean, I grew up with dogs. But I've never had. This is the first place where I've had one where I'd be like, oh, okay, I could. The place in Long Beach, I probably could have had a dog.
Bro, if you had a dog here, you go to Runyon all the time. The dog would love it around here. You go to Runyon all the time. The dog would love it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to feed him after paying him $400 just to get him home.
Well, what you got to do is go in there and pretend like you homeless. Because apparently homeless people just get dogs. I see homeless people with 2-3 dogs.
I mean, how come,
like they got 2-3 dogs. So
and then you know what the thing is, those are probably the only ones that are really making a lot of money. You know? Because people care more about the dogs than they care about the person owning the dogs.
So they're like, oh, I've seen it. My girl has given somebody food. Like, I just want the dog to have something to eat. I ain't care about the homeless leopard. Like, what? Like, what? Yeah. That's what they doing. So yes, the dog, they be getting money. How else are they feeding this dog? Because the dogs, homeless people dogs all look extremely healthy. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. Look at a homeless person dog. That dog has a good weight, not overweight, not skinny.
Well, they're definitely getting walked.
Yes. Get plenty of exercise.
It's not gonna be one of the dogs that just sits around.
Nope.
How come you never take me out?
They not angry. They don't bark at people. They calm, quiet. They coat look good.
They don't have anything to protect. Because first of all, it's like, you know how like dogs would be like protect their master.
Yeah.
You're like, hey man, you're really not even feeding me that well.
Oh, they are feeding them well. I'm saying they're not skinny. They look great.
Well, I mean, they figured out that it's like, hey, it's everybody else's.
They don't have nothing to protect because they don't actually have a bed. They just lay where they want to lay, and that's just where they sleeping that day. And they all got collars and chains around their necks and leashes on so they don't escape. And it's just like you've done
some good analysis,
dude. I'm just saying, man. Why do homeless people have so many dogs and then they take it so well taken care of? I think they giving them dogs for free and they giving them free care for the dogs.
It's like Instagram dogs.
It doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense. But you want to charge me $500 to take a dog that nobody else wants?
Yeah, and that was the thing. It's like I'm taking them off your hand. I was like, I mean, I get it at like kennels or something like that, especially getting like pure breed dogs.
Yeah, right.
I still think it's absurd, but I mean, I understand there's a market for Frenchy bulldogs, or
exactly,
Dobermans or whatever. You know, yeah, I get
totally understand. Yes, I'm the same. I totally understand when you breeding these dogs for that purpose. Like, okay, but when I go to the shelter.
This is
a second-hand, third-hand dog.
Yeah, this is a Goodwill store. Yes. You know what I mean?
I'm not paying you market value. Yeah, are you crazy?
Yeah, it was like a Christmas gift that's been in the back of somebody's closet for 3 years. It's that version of a dog. It's the one that's been passed around. It's like, oh, cool, a bread maker.
Ain't no way.
It's the bread maker from old school.
Come on, man.
No, yeah, nobody wants it.
You out your mind.
But yeah, it's like, hey man, I'll be a good parent for that dog. You know,
I'll be doing better than this.
Yeah,
at the very least, he'll have more than 6x6 feet to roam around.
Yeah, a cage where you can barely spin around. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, get out of here, man.
Yelled at by other dogs and stuff like that.
Constantly fighting for food and stuff like.
A jail. It's like a dog jail.
That's what it is.
Dog San Quentin.
They get an hour yard time a day.
You see dogs in the kennel too long. You see dogs in the pound too long. They'll be like smoking cigarettes and stuff like that. And giving each other tattoos. They'd be like breaking in the new dog.
It's crazy.
Little chihuahuas getting like prison love and a dog. I don't.
Constantly calling people bitches.
Every time somebody comes in, it's like a parole hearing.
Man,
they all put on a good face.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they got us out here acting like they're like, oh, look how cute that dog is. $500. You crazy? People ain't adopting children, but you want to pay you $500 for a dog that nobody else wants? Come on, man.
That is kind of wild. Yeah,
they crazy.
Well, I know you can foster a dog too. You can do that, and that takes them. You can do that for free.
Yeah, you can foster a dog.
Because I know there's a couple people here that told me about that. Where I was thinking about getting a.
But that's worse than anything, bro.
What do you mean?
Like you gonna foster a dog, but you're not gonna adopt the dog?
No, it's like trying it out. You know what I mean?
No, it's because the kennel is overbooked, and they just need somebody else to watch this dog for a while. So they give you a little stipend to take care of the dog. It's like you collecting children for the government check. That's what you're doing. Then this dog, he all like get used to your spot, and then you be like, all right, I'm done having this dog here. Yeah. You send him back to doggy jail.
Oh, but
cold-blooded.
Or you go to the real person. Or they go to the real person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's what's happening.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what's happening. I don't know. They getting out, and then they bringing them back to get adopted by somebody else. Yeah, that's happening. I believe that story. If that dog comes back to this kennel, it's getting injected, and you know it.
It's getting a needle.
That's it.
I mean,
cold-blooded asses. If y'all just give me this damn dog.
You know how you're supposed to like take pride in your job, and everybody's supposed to love it. You're like, what if you're the guy who kills dogs? the dog executioner. You know what I mean? You're trying to have. It's like, I was having a bad day, but I fell into this new line of work, and it was just like, man, I'm just so much more stress free now. I just murder dogs all day. Yeah. Really, it's really loud at the beginning of the day. It's really quiet by 5 o'clock.
And it's not like you like at the vet where the dogs are old and they sick and they can't, and you put them down out of mercy. You killing 2-year-old pups who think life is ready to get busy, and they like, oh shoot, I'm out of the cage without everybody else. It's a special day.
Is this where I'm going? We
going someplace?
Where's my new master?
Oh, I've never been in this room before. This is awesome. Let me smell this room and see what's going on in here. I get a treat.
Oh, a lot of the dogs,
I get a treat.
A lot of the dogs from my old place used to be here. Okay. Oh, they gotta like dope them up too. And
they pick them up, put them on the table. You know they give them a treat before they put them down.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, what is this? Steak? Last meal, son. That's what it is.
It's something that knocks them out.
Cold as ice, man. Cold as ice.
Yeah, but you do want people to have a job they love. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's his job. His job. I don't know how you get this. What kind of heart you gotta have to be okay putting down 16 puppies every day? It's just
you just found somebody.
I can't do it. That's crazy.
Yeah, because you probably you're probably just not doing one.
Right? No.
Oh my God.
No.
You get home, you can like. It's like a cop at work or something. You don't want to know about what happened.
And he never gets invited to career day.
You also don't want to be like somebody who's like real enthusiastic about their job doing that. He goes above and beyond. Well, he's killing dogs he doesn't need to kill now. Hey, I'm about to go on vacation. Let me see. Is anybody I can knock out first? I'm going to Pittsburgh for the weekend. I'm trying to take a 3-day weekend. Is there anybody I can knock out here so I don't get overwhelmed on Monday?
Trying to get ahead. I'm just trying to get ahead, guys. Oh, he's got one more week. I'm gonna do him now. He ain't getting out of here.
Performance reviews coming up. I want to try to get a little bit of a bump next year.
Sick bastards. The whole system is set up crazy. Keep me out of that shit.
I can't believe we haven't done a podcast for 3 months. This is the first thing we're talking about is murdering dogs.
The whole system is set up crazy.
Sheduer. I can't even talk about it. I mean, it's going to be a train wreck wherever he goes now because it's just like, oh, did you see somebody prank called him?
Yeah, man. How you get his phone number?
It was a burner phone he got. Okay, so Sheduer Sanders, the draft. In case someone's not listening right now, I get it.
Right?
Yeah. He goes in for like day 2 or day. It was on second day. He's live streaming it, which not a good look.
I mean, you would think he's getting picked on the second day. I get it. Mm-hmm. I get it.
Yeah. It was just. I mean, and Travis Hunter went early. Travis Hunter went where he was supposed to.
Yeah. They moved up to get him.
Yeah. And yeah, they were just. I think they're saying like he never really had a real coach too. He never had a real
because his dad has always been his coach.
Well, he's never had a quarterback coach or an offensive coach who's never really. A lot of these guys have like former NFL quarterbacks as quarterback coaches at like most P5 programs.
I thought he worked with
Sean Lewis.
I thought he had a relationship with Tom Brady.
I mean, I think they tweeted at each other. I don't know. I don't think Tom Brady was coaching him.
Oh, he never worked out with Tom. I thought he worked out with Tom before. I might be wrong. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But I feel like shit. If he was performing at that level, without any real, quarterback coach guru in his ear, then once you get one and let him sit down for a season or two, he'd be pretty improved. But whatever.
Nobody's gonna take it away to that early. They're having to sit around for 2 years.
I thought they do that all the time. They drafted like 3 quarterbacks last year in the first round that were to sit. Dude, people reach for quarterbacks all the time. That's the thing. Yeah, they constantly reaching for quarterbacks.
Yeah, I saw
Daniel Jones went in the first round.
Yeah, he was at Princeton.
I think was he Carolina?
New York Giants.
I forget who the heck. I forget, dude. But that dude right there, man, he had no chance. Daniel Jones was
Daniel
always
Jones,
not gonna be
New
good.
York Giants. He was
Dude, Zach Wilson was like the second pick in the NFL draft when he came out of fucking BYU.
And it was the Jets, though. I mean, they never know what they're doing.
They always always reach for QBs.
Okay, so do you think it's collusion that Sheduer Sanders is not going somewhere?
I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's football. Is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I don't think it's football. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
that is football.
I think his football skills are, were a little bit exaggerated. I think he's definitely fast. I think he's definitely got an arm. I think he's.
Wait. I think it's an update. I think he just got picked, bro.
You had a Google alert for Sheduer Sanders?
Well, I've been watching the draft. I think he just got picked.
Oh, is that what it was?
He just got picked by Cleveland. the team that everybody said was gonna pick him, ended up picking him later in the 5th round. He just got drafted, but they drafted another quarterback in like the 3rd round or something.
Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round. Yeah.
What are we doing, dude?
Yeah, well, it's Cleveland.
What are we doing?
I mean, I rewatched Draft Day the other day.
So now what are we doing? I don't talk about Draft Day because I should have been in that movies. Don't bring that up.
Okay, sorry, but I was just
don't bring it up. I don't want to hear nothing about no Draft Day. Right, but whatever, man. Cleveland is nuts, dude. They like, oh, we're gonna use Flacco, and what is Deshaun Watson doing? Is he still on the team?
No, he's been cut.
Okay, so they're gonna use Flacco, and then they draft this dude.
They brought Flacco back.
Dylan, yeah. And then they brought Dylan in from Oregon, and then they're gonna bring in Sheduer in the 5th round. So we all know that Sheduer is better than everybody else on that quarterback room. So like, what are we doing?
I mean, Gabriel was not bad.
Sheduer is better. Gabriel is a 5'11" Hawaiian dude.
Yeah.
Name a Hawaiian quarterback that was worth a damn in the NFL.
They had what Timmy Chang never made it. Colt Brennan never made it. Yeah.
What you gonna say? Tua Loga who can't stay alive? Them gonna be dying on the field.
The guy headbutts linebackers.
He be dying on the field.
Okay, all right.
So stop playing with me, man.
Yeah, I think that I don't know. I don't know. They feel bad for him, I guess.
Whatever, man. Yeah. Well, at least he got drafted, so they can quit talking about it. Now you got to see if his brother get drafted. His brother's a safety, and he sucks.
Oh well, if his brother gets drafted, he gets screwed over because he's got a $12 million judgment against him.
Oh, his brother do?
Yeah.
Shallow?
Yeah.
Why?
He beat up a security guard in high school. He beat the hell out of a security guard. I think it was an exaggerated, but it was a $12 million thing. It got a $12 million judgment against him.
Well, he ain't ever gonna get that money.
Oh no. I mean, if it makes the NFL, I mean, it's not like, and also just making the NFL doesn't mean you're gonna make $12 million.
No. At best, he's gonna get a 3-year, $5 million contract. Half of that is going to taxes. A tenth of that is going to the agent. Yeah. And then another 5% is going to a lawyer. This ain't gonna be making but $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
So he ain't never gonna get that money.
Good, better than us.
But, yeah.
But we're also not risking paralysis.
$12 million.
We're also not risking paralysis.
Yeah.
To withstand.
It ain't gonna happen. But he's finally got picked. We done. I'm done talking about Sheduer. I'm done talking about Sheduer. Sheduer led to homeless people with dogs to dog murderers. I don't know how that got there. I'm gonna have to listen to this again to even understand how you took it there. It was you. I know it was you. I don't know how you did it though.
Let's see. Another one of our Patreon subscribers. Shannon Sharp, man, Club Shay.
Oh,
he's been following us. He's a big fan of the show. He always retweets our stuff.
Shannon Sharp. This dude.
He's making rookie mistakes. He's making 20-year-old man mistakes.
It's so weird.
He was running around with an OnlyFans.
Wait, how long was their relationship? 2 years?
I couldn't. I hope not, because she's 19.
Yeah, no, she's not 19 now. She was 19 when it started.
Okay, she's 19. Well, yeah.
I think they were messing around for 2 years, man.
Yeah.
So weird, dog. So weird. Have you seen a picture of her?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
She looks like a gymnast. I mean,
what is she doing?
She looks like a sex toy.
She looks like a regular ass girl.
For somebody like him,
she looks basic as hell.
Yeah, she looks.
What is he doing?
Reasonably attractive. Also, apparently, she's the first 20-year-old woman who doesn't like to be choked during sex.
Is that right?
Yes.
I think she do.
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends on what the money.
Exactly. It's about that paper. That's all it is.
Yeah. I mean, he's just I don't know what it is, man. Do you think? Okay, I do have a theory though.
Okay, you do know what it is then.
Okay. I mean, Do you think someone's trying to take him down? Got into her ear and said, "Hey, you can take him down."
You mean Tony Busby, the lawyer,
the guy that came,
everybody,
the guy that came after Jay-Z,
the guy the guy gets 27 clients to anonymously throw out rape charges.
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, that
guy. Y'all probably think he has something to do with it.
He seems like some kind of operative or something. Well, the Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson was his first case.
Who is he? Everybody.
What?
He's after anybody with money.
Because Deshaun Watson was in Houston, and that was kind of like where he kind of came to pride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't. It seems like that may have been legitimate with Deshaun Watson.
Might have been.
Yeah, I don't know.
Might have been.
Yeah. Also, it maybe probably, and then he tried to go after Jay-Z,
right,
and just kind of lump him in with Diddy.
Yeah,
Jay-Z was like, nope,
and countersued him, and now that's the only suit that's still active is the countersuit.
And so that was going after Shannon Sharp. It's just like, yeah, he just has like I think he has some kind of if you're only going after black millionaires, I mean, it's also Houston where you got like oil millionaires and you got like cattle millionaires and stuff like that. I mean, you've got other millionaires. It seems like one, okay, two, all right, now three.
Yeah, now it's a pattern, bro.
Yeah,
now it's a pattern.
He's got some. I
don't know what Shannon Sharp was thinking about, man. What was he? I don't know what he was thinking about.
I mean, it seems like somebody you would hook up with and then go, okay, oh, that was fun.
Right.
Yeah, and then, here's your Uber home.
He started a relationship with this little teenage girl. She's 19. He started a relationship?
It's hard enough to even like hold a conversation in the workplace with somebody in their 20s.
She can't call you Unc. She got to call you Grandpa, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all too far away.
Yeah, I worked with a girl at this place. She was 22. She was like fresh out of UCLA, and I was trying to teach her how to use like the accounting software, and it was just like herding a cat, And she had graduated with a good school, and a 4-year degree, and it was in her major. And it couldn't like sit still for this kind of thing, and I'm just like, I was like training the play because I was leaving, and I was training. Yeah, it was just, and I was just, how is this going to work?
And you got he over here holding whole conversations with a relationship with her and shit. Like that don't make no sense, man. Like if you were Shannon Sharp and that kind of money, would you mess with 19-year-old girls?
Nah, I not that. I mean, it seems like a bad move.
I would, but
yeah, okay,
I wouldn't be in no relationship with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What are you doing, bro?
I hit it, quit it. Transactional relationship.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Da 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 da. And it's like, hey, I'm not gonna marry you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just
we met on OnlyFans.
Well, she had an OnlyFans. I don't know if that's where they met. Yeah.
They met through DMs. He ain't run into her on the street. Like, come on now.
Maybe at his gym or something.
Man, was he met her at the gym?
I haven't.
He met her at the gym, and then he was like, "Oh, okay," and then it started a relationship. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, this has been a bad week.
I heard he was trying to settle it for 10. His lawyer said we were going to settle for tens of millions.
Tens of millions.
That's his words he used. Tens of millions.
Sometimes lawyers lie.
But then it came out that Shannon was about to sign $100 million media deal.
Oh, Spotify deal, like
and then
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Oh no, I ain't selling. We suing for 50."
Oh, he was targeted, man.
Come on, what?
He was targeted.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and then that sucks.
Keep your stuff together, man.
And then also it's just like, so she was probably targeted by the lawyer. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, that makes sense. That makes a little bit more sense. I agree, because I do. One thing I do remember, one of my favorite things about Shannon Sharp. This is back when he was playing. He was first with the Broncos,
right?
And there was a video. That's why I knew he was like funny. There was him. It was him on the sidelines where they used to have the mic'd up.
I remember that.
And it's just he's just like
the video.
We call the president. We are killing the Patriots.
Yeah.
We are killing the Patriots. Send in the National Guard. And it was just like it was him goofing, clowning. It was just like this guy's funny. I always liked him after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was pre Tom Brady though. I think it was.
Yeah.
It was.
They need help.
And he was funny on Hard Knocks. When Hard Knocks used to be like a novel thing, it was him and Tony Siragusa were like the only reasons to watch the Baltimore Ravens. And it was Siragusa cracking jokes, and Shannon Sharp was telling Todd Heap, it's like, dude, don't bring your girlfriend around these guys. He was like a rookie. He's like, dude, these are freaking animals. You know?
And now look at him, 55 years old, trying to be in a relationship with a teenage girl. Like, nigga, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, do you ever watch Shay? You ever watch his podcast?
Yeah. Well, obviously,
I mean,
watched.
he watches us. I mean, so I kind of turn. Yeah, I return the favor.
I definitely. Everybody watched Cat Williams one, but I've watched. I ain't never sat. That's the only one I've sat and watched the whole thing. Everything else, I just watched the clips.
Yeah, the 8 minutes or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's a good interviewer. He does his research on the people. It's one thing I do respect. It's done well.
Yeah, whoever's doing the research does a good job.
Well,
I don't think it's him.
Well, he presents well. I mean, he has years in television, and I think it's people he's legitimately interested in.
Yeah.
So I mean, and also he had a lot of comedians on. So I was just, he went in depth on the Monique thing, and I was and
Yep.
And one thing is he'll let somebody go. He'll let somebody. He'll push back a little bit, and then like the next week he'll have somebody give a counterpoint on them.
Good.
And it's just funny.
Did he take a break from the podcast too? Because I know he took a break from ESPN.
Well, he got taken a break.
Yeah,
he got handed a break.
Well, his statement says that he's taking a leave until the start of football season. That's what his statement said.
His release.
We all know ESPN called him and said you need to take a break.
Yeah, do you want this to be on your terms or our terms?
Right. Yeah. So that's that. But is he taking a break from his podcast, Shay, and he also got the nightcap with Chad Ochocinco?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the question.
I know.
Because if he keep doing
Shay,
if he keep doing nightcap with Chad Ochocinco, Chad gonna say some shit. Like
he talks about everybody.
Chad ain't gonna let him.
Chad Johnson's a wild card, man.
Chad gonna say something about him and that little girl. He ain't gonna let that just.
That's fair.
No, ain't no way. It'd be too. It won't be authentic of Chad for him to let that go. So
yeah. So I mean, it's only came out this week, right? I think it's only been this week.
Last week.
Last week, okay.
Started last week,
and so he usually has one a week, and
we'll see, man.
It is interesting.
We'll see. Weird old dude. First this dude leaking sex tape noises to prove he ain't gay, and now he getting freaking sued.
If you're
for choking women out.
If you're in that position, I kind of understand recording the sex tape. I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying hey. Like, hey guys, you want to come over and watch this? I'm not saying that.
He said old girl got a sex tape, the one that's suing him, right?
She has one and he has one.
He said she got a sex tape, and he was talking about Bigsby releasing some of the sex tape, but not the whole sex tape to try and fit his narrative of he was being abusive. And he was like, why don't you release the whole sex tape? And I was just thinking, like, you 55 years old. Why are you making sex tapes, bro? What are we doing, dog?
Millionaire.
Like, why?
Oh, I mean, he
are you watching them back, trying to freaking improve your game? Like, what are you doing?
It's like a batter,
yes.
It's like Tony Gwynn over there doing watches. Like,
he bringing in a batting coach to improve his stroke. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like,
I mean, he's definitely a vain dude. I mean,
for what? Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, he's still.
You ever made a sex tape?
I have never made a sex tape.
Why are you watching it back?
Yeah, have you ever made a sex tape?
I ain't got no sex tape.
No, I've never made a sex tape. I never have. I
can only think of one reason to make a sex tape is because you having sex with a woman who you know for sure was out of your league and you will never have again.
Yeah.
And then you like,
cover your ass.
I gotta prove that I was here. So I'm gonna make this tape because ain't nobody else gonna believe me. So I gotta be able to like, look, bro, I did do that.
Like I hooked up with Sydney Sweeney.
Bruh, I did do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had Prime Holly. I'm telling you. And then we were like, no, you didn't.
Prime.
Check the tape.
I take 2020's Hallie.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Lord.
That's the only way. That's the only reason I could think of. Otherwise, like, what are you doing? Unless you're trying to sell it.
I mean, the other thing is just like, okay, there's two kinds of sex tape. There's hidden sex tape, and then there's for me and you sex tape. Like people like to. I understand people who are exhibitionists and like to watch themselves.
Okay,
that was like the Pamela Anderson, Tommy Lee thing, where she knew she was being recorded.
Right.
It was just like, oh, okay, ha ha. And they wanted to watch themselves. All right, cool. Yeah, seems like it's.
Then there's the hidden sex tape where she don't know she being recorded.
The sinister sex tape that's just like, oh, what's that red light flashing over there?
There was a case on Law and Order SVU one time where this dude in college was secretly taping all his sex capades with college girls, and then he was putting it on the internet.
Yeah.
And he was making, money off of ad sales.
Streaming, like Pornhub.
Yeah, he was making money off of ad sales, and the girls was trying to sue him and was like violating the rights, and they couldn't do nothing because he didn't actually sell the sex tape. He was selling ads. The sex tapes were free on his website. You could just watch them, but he was selling ads, so they couldn't do nothing about it because he wasn't breaking the law. It was a hilarious episode.
I don't know. I kind of like Sunny in Philadelphia, but you like what you like for laughs.
I was like, yo, this dude is getting them. Yeah. This is a long time ago, man. This is way like when internet was first popping, like early 2000s when that episode came out. And I was just like, this is hilarious.
The thing about Law and Order and SVU and all that, it is kind of nice to see the cops take an L every now and then. You know what I mean? It's like it's one of those things where it's just like. It's not like you don't want it to be like the Harlem Globetrotters where they always win. They always beat the Washington Generals. It was just like, hey, give it up. You gotta. I mean, I want the cops to, catch bad people.
Right.
But
right.
It's just like in any kind of sport. You get too full of yourself, and then you start thinking, That's when you get cops, planting evidence and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
They get lying on the stand, and everybody believe them.
Colluding and stuff like that. So
every once in a while,
the other thing, I've told you about this. So I feel like maybe I talked about this before. The high speed chases on the you ever watch the high speed chases?
I don't never watch them. They always be happening when I'm out and about, so I just hear it on the radio.
Okay, like whenever you're watching like the YouTube of it or something like that, the high speed chase, or if you're watching it live, the helicopter pilot. He's like a broadcaster for the ABC or CBS or whatever. He starts rooting for the cops. And I don't like that, man. I really don't like that. I be like Bob Costas. Just balls and strikes, you know what I mean? If he's going 100 miles an hour, say 100 miles an hour. Don't start saying, he's driving dangerously. You're throwing shade. It's just like, he just ran a red light. It was like, let the cops do their job. Come on now, it's just like, and they're like, they get out and run. It was just like, he's hiding behind the blue van. And it was just like, I don't like that. It was just like,
you want an impartial broadcast.
Yeah.
I understand.
Like, balls and strikes, you know what I mean? I don't play by play. I don't need color on this.
I understand. I understand. You got to stop watching Fox News. They rooting against the guy. You got to change the channel.
But it's just like that's why I do like the idea of somebody losing. I do like seeing the cops lose on occasion. They did their job, and sometimes sometimes I have a bad set, and I'll be like, hey, I wrote good jokes. It was just I went in a bad time in the lineup. A waitress dropped a drink or something like that. It got odd or whatever. AC was off, and so it was loud. You couldn't hear me. And like, hey, sometimes you do your job as a cop. Doesn't mean you're a bad cop,
right?
So it just, bad situation.
Yep, because they get plenty of wins when they shouldn't. So it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's just you got to have the yin and the yang of it.
Dude, I was just watching the episode. They didn't have the murder weapon. They didn't have dude killed somebody in a arena, and it was like he was definitely at the arena. Our AI facial recognition picked him up, and they was like, okay, show us the tape. Oh, we don't have no tape. What the fuck are you talking about? And he still got convicted of murder. No weapon, no video, no witnesses. Yeah. Still got convicted. So SVU be swaying people. They be lying on that show. I mean, it's when they catch an L,
it's propaganda. It's propaganda. I still love the fact that Law and Order, one of the stars of that show, Ice-T, his biggest track was called Cop Killer. Just like, none of us are being serious here. None of it, we're all playing make believe here. Even the rappers, the entertainers, they're like, nobody's real. Like, oh my God.
I like that movie he did. What was it called? Was it
Surviving
the Game? Yes. I can't find that for free nowhere. I'm not paying for it, but I like to watch it.
Were they hunting him?
Yeah, basically? Yeah. He was a homeless dude, and then they took him out to the woods. Charles S. Dutton, under the guise that he was going to be their guide because he was just trying to put some money in his pocket, and then he get there, and it was like, "You better run there."
It was like the old guys too, like Rutger Hauer. And they gave him like a 15-minute run or something.
Yeah, they gave him a little head start, and he had to run. They was gonna hunt his butt down, but he flipped it on him.
Yeah.
Flipped it on him.
Oh, he came back and killed them, right?
Yeah, he killed everybody. Blew Charles S. Dutton's leg off. Both his legs. He was over there.
Did he kill Charles S. Dutton, or did he?
Yeah.
Or did he just shoot? Okay.
Well, he blew his legs off. His legs was gone, so he was over there bleeding out, and he was just over there like a dude in an army movie. You get your legs blown off.
Oh,
and you're in shock.
Oh,
and you're just like
Forrest Gump. Yeah, the blood loss.
Yeah. So that's what happened. I like that movie, but I'm not gonna pay for it. Like if I can find it for free, stream it somewhere, I would like to watch it. I've tried.
I did a thing recently. I bought a DVD. I'm gonna start getting back.
Shut up! You ain't buy no DVD.
Yeah, I did. There we go.
Why?
Because I'm getting back into physical media.
You bought a DVD to do what?
Because it was one I can't find anywhere.
Oh,
you can't even find it on the streaming. You can't even find it on the streamers.
Oh, okay.
Like and so they could just cancel movies. You know what I mean?
They do. Yeah. They do just take movies off of
but like you can't even buy it like on Amazon Prime or rent it anywhere else.
Yeah,
it was a movie. It was less than zero. I saw it in the 80s or something like that, and I loved it. Todd.
That's wild. You out here buying you got a DVD player?
It was like
do PS5 still play DVDs?
Yeah, they play DVDs.
Oh, I didn't know they still play. They play Blu-rays too, right?
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Of course they do.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't have a DVD player.
Why you bought a Blu-ray? You couldn't find a Blu-ray?
Well, I mean, laptops don't take a lap. I mean, I didn't buy a separate Blu-ray. I already had that.
I'm talking about for the PlayStation. Why you ain't buy the Blu-ray instead of the DVD?
The Blu-ray version of the DVD?
Yeah, you couldn't find it.
I didn't think about it. I don't know. I went on. I don't know. I think I like Walmart.com or something because they still had those bins of DVDs that used to be like $5 each or something like that.
Man, I used to buy them every year on Black Friday.
Yeah,
they would put them on sale, and I would grab a bunch of DVDs. But now they be like, "Oh, it's Black Friday DVD, $27," and I'm like, "That's not a deal, guys."
No, it's for collectors. Basically.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, less than zero. Robert Downey Jr. You ever seen it?
No, I don't think so.
If you want to borrow, it's great. It's him because he was such a mess in the 80s and 90s. You wouldn't even know if he knew he was acting in the movie. He was just
These guys were part of the Brat Pack, right?
Yeah, this was the Brat Pack. Andrew McCarthy and Robert Downey Jr. Jamie Gertz, she was kind of big then,
Okay.
Yeah, they were like, it's a great movie, but I don't mean to make a freaking thing about that movie, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna if I can, I'm gonna start buying. If it's something, because if Amazon goes out of business, all the stuff I bought on Amazon, because that's where I buy my DVDs when I like something, I'm gonna rewatch.
Would you just keep it streamed in your library on Amazon?
Yeah,
is that what you mean? Okay.
Like you bought for like $9 or something. I bought a movie or whatever. If they say it may be problematic or something like that or whatever,
they can just take it away.
Yeah.
Even though you paid for it, it's all a scam, man.
I mean, you're not even owning it. You're licensing.
Scam, bro.
You're licensing the right to view something.
Straight scam, bro.
Yeah, and with the physical media, you can't ever take it away. That's the one thing I like about it. And now that I've had a few months off. I've turned into a conspiracy theorist.
Look, I got my favorite movies on physical copy. Also, you know what I'm saying. Back to the Future trilogy, I got on physical copy. I got all the Harry Potters on a physical copy. Yeah. So I understand.
I still have a Chappelle show.
I got physical copy of Chappelle show. Yes, sir.
That's a collector because for so long you couldn't find it.
That's not actually. I didn't actually pay. I got a burn set of it though. Look, we were still burning DVDs back then, bro.
Dude,
do you not remember that?
Oh god,
we was burning DVDs back then. I got a burn copy.
You got the bootleg.
You got dang right.
Yeah.
I got burn copies of all kind of stuff, man. I was like, what? y'all can copy DVDs? I had a job at the J Spot.
Yeah,
they had a DVD copier, bro. So I used to go in here and be like, yo. I rented this. Copy it.
Yeah. How long did it take to burn a DVD?
It only take I don't know, because I give it to him when I got there, and then he give it to me when I leave.
The running time of a 90 minutes for 90 minutes.
Couldn't have been more than that.
Yeah,
couldn't have been more than that because they had all the machines in there because they used to make copies of the show and give it to the comedians.
Oh yeah, for showcase, add it to your reel.
Yeah, exactly. So I used to go in hey, I rented this, burn it, and then they'd burn it, and end of the night I have it and go return the rental, and I got it forever. Sure did, bruh. Back then, man, early 2000s, sir. I was downloading movies and burning them onto
physical media.
I was
blank DVDs.
Yeah, exactly. Burning them onto drives and keeping them joints. I was stealing left and right.
Well, I mean, it's fine. I mean, if they didn't want to make it so, if they didn't make it so easy.
Look, man,
I think we.
This is pre me being in the business, so my morals ain't kicking in yet. so I was okay with it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that now, man. That's taking money out of the creators' pockets.
Yeah,
but back then, shoot, stealing left and right, bro.
I don't think I knew how to do it. I didn't have a DVD recorder or anything like that.
Yeah, man.
I had way too many DVDs because it's one of those things. It's like a plant you have to prune. It was just like, it's just like, well, why do I have like 8 Adam Sandler movies? You know what I mean? Like, I pronounce you Chuck and Larry. What am I doing? You know, that shows I have an addiction, not like I have a refined taste. I mean, you can have 2 or 3, but
it depended too, because back then I used to buy movies and I used to bundle them at Walmart.
Yes,
so they'd be
2
like,
or 3 of them.
Yeah, so they'd be like, I bought it was a old school bundle with Anchorman.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I used to cop movies like that, and I don't know what this is, but I watch it.
Starsky and Hutch included or something like that.
All the time. So that's what we was doing. It is what it is, man.
Dude, okay. This is another thought. I don't know. You probably believe me on that. You probably agree with me on this. 2000s movies, so much better.
Oh, way better.
I don't know what happened.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
way better.
Okay. I know everybody likes what they like whenever they were younger, and I get that, but it was just straight funny,
Yes.
The comedy was just funny,
yes.
And it wasn't trying to teach a message or anything like that. Comedy was to be funny, and it was. I don't think it was anything. I don't think anything was like overly hateful or anything like that, or it just.
No, not terribly.
Yeah.
It's just, they played into tropes, but that's what it was funny.
Yeah, and there would be some insensitive or stupid things, or you'd see old school where not blue, but the big black dude, he sees his ass or something like that. It's just stupid. It's just funny, and the mud wrestling, the girls take their tops off or something.
That's pure entertainment.
It's not. I don't think it was like a political statement on feminism or a male show. It was just like
pure entertainment.
Yeah, if you've ever been to college and there was just like it's just stupid, and it's also it gets your attention.
That's it.
Yeah, and I guess I think it was like 2011, 2012. Was that when it stopped? Really?
Here's what happened, man. It was probably around 2014, 15. Okay. Right,
Me Too was clearly
that happened, and then my manager told me something once. Okay. She was like, "They want it's getting harder for you because you're handsome, because they want people who are real." And I was like, "What does that mean?" And she was like, "Ugly people. They want ugly people to feel good about themselves. They want them to have representation. So now, if the nerd needs representation." In the movie, he can't be the loser all the time.
The nerd gets it.
He got to win some.
The nerd gets it.
Yeah, he got to win. You can't just make fun of him all the time.
That's also like when Silicon Valley kind of got big.
Yeah.
Big Bang.
They got to be the stars now.
Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they took away all of the making fun of those troops because they wanted those people to be the winners. So that's when it changed.
It's like consolation prize kind of thing. It's like, hey, man, I don't want the guy to get beat up or anything.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just like, let Bradley Cooper do his thing.
Nope. Nope.
It was also there was like a demarcation line. I felt like it was like 2010, 2012, something like that. It's just like Tropic Thunder, hilarious.
It was.
Yeah. Like the first Hangover, hilarious. The second one, the third one, not so much. I don't know if that just has something to do with the sequel, sequel factor, or is this like, hey, it's the same dudes,
why they keep getting into this
another zany mess.
Like
what's Zach Galifianakis gonna do this time?
Yeah, shouldn't y'all be
Yeah. And it just there was something off, and I really can't put my finger on that. That's
I'm telling you, they wanted the people who were always made fun of to become the winners. Yeah. And then when you do that, who's left to make fun of?
Nobody. Yeah.
We're gonna make fun of the good-looking guys.
Yeah. You're gonna get the. It's revenge of the nerds in real life. In entertainment. It's just.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
oh, that handsome the blue-eyed blonde guy is a loser now. Like, how?
Yeah.
How is he a loser?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Nobody wants to date the quarterback. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, exactly. Huh? Huh, the guy who's going to be able to get through life on his looks is a loser now? Like, calm down, guys.
Yeah, bring me back some.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going. Maybe, I don't know, man. You think it might have been like an effect of Trump or something? I don't know.
I don't know, man. A whole bunch of stuff just went crazy like around that whole time.
And
like,
the Me Too thing, Harvey Weinstein was legitimately a creep and a rapist and, you know, needs to be stopped.
That was also around the time that Kanye's mom died and he lost his mind.
Oh God, yeah, he
showed glimpses like when he was just like staring into the camera. George Bush does not care about black people. And he was just like this dude right here, but he reeled it back in right after that.
Yeah, exactly.
But then when his mom was gone, he went off the rails, bro.
He didn't have anybody reel him in that would like slap him in the back of the
head
and say, "What are you fucking doing?"
Exactly. He went off the rails.
His mom was a college music professor, and
and look at him now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. Okay.
Look at him today.
Yeah, I got molested by my cousin or something.
That's not what he said.
We used to suck each other's cocks.
He said,
and he just threw it out there like he threw it out there like, oh yeah, we used to play Uno. Yeah,
he was like, I saw my dad's porn mags, but then I found my mom's and it was different, and me and my cousin started to play out the scenes in the magazine. My name is Kanye West, and I sucked my cousin's dick until I was 14.
and that was in a song too, and it was, could you imagine being the music producer for that? It's just like you've been working your whole life, and you finally get it, and you're like, all right, I'm working with one of the biggest rappers ever. It's like, and it's just like,
who produced it? I gotta know facts. I need to know. Did he produce it himself, or did somebody actually be sitting in the room with him who didn't never know Kanye?
Yeah, that's the thing about Kanye West is you have to remember he's also still I don't know if he's a billionaire, probably.
Yes, but who knows? It's up and down.
But like he employs people. Could you imagine? I met a girl who worked for Kanye West for Yeezy brand. She was like a clothing designer, and like I saw, and this was like 20. I don't remember, like pre 2020. Yeah, and she was nice, but you could tell artistic and that kind of thing. Lived in the hills, and she wouldn't talk about. This was Kardashian days. Yeah.
Look, man, I can't blame. Like Kanye put people on.
Yeah.
He put people on. I don't know about his regular workers like her.
Yeah.
But you know, we got John Legend because of Kanye.
Yeah.
Big Sean.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
He was discovered by Kanye. Like
T-Pain.
Didn't Chance the Rapper first tour? He was opening for Kanye when he was nobody. Like
probably,
bruh.
Yeah.
Kanye helped people. Yeah. He helped people. He's just crazy.
I just couldn't imagine like being the producer and you're like, hey, he's like, I got some lyrics. I just got to throw down. Throw me that beat, and then you just like, do you put your name on that as the producer? That's the thing.
You got to say, I produced for Kanye. You don't tell him what track.
Yeah. You know, it may have been 808s and Heartbreaks. Something like
no
that.
Idea.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's got a wide enough library, but you can't be a young producer. You can't be a guy in your 20s and try to say like, oh no, I did that when I was 8.
Yeah.
You know, and
Kanye in the booth rapping and you back there beating. You're like, yeah. And then Kanye just like, and I sucked my cousin's dick when I was 6. And you're like, what the is going on?
Yeah. How do you?
What?
Yeah, because it's
what?
Because you know the power dynamic is like, hey, usually the artist is dictating, bad choice of words. You know, dude, it's gone. I loved Kanye West too when he first came out.
Bro, Kanye was a musical genius,
and he was the first guy. It was like you're talking about like wasn't trying to be the quarterback. You know, he wasn't trying to be the big dog. He was just like, oh, maybe that was one problem with we've Kanye'd our movies, dude.
What?
We've Kanye'd our movies.
How so?
He was just like, hey, I'm just a thoughtful guy, right? You know, I'm not going to beat anybody up. I'm not going to shoot anybody. I'm not going to talk about drugs or anything like that. I'm not going to talk about all the women I've had sex with, or you know, he wasn't trying to be that guy,
right?
You know, he would. And then that's what happened with movies. That's what happened with comedy movies, man, in the 2010s.
Well,
yeah, man,
maybe. Maybe that's what happened,
dude. I think we came up on something, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So I don't know what's he gonna do next, man. It just also it kind of like.
I don't think you could do anything else. I don't think you could top that.
Yeah. And the whole Nazi thing, I'm not a big fan of. It just seems like it seems like it doesn't. I don't know if it's legit. It seems like he's crazy. I think crazy's kind of steering the wheel. He went MAGA. He went Nazi. Now he's going victim.
Now I remember one time this dude, Dave Chappelle. Remember when they called him crazy because he walked away from the deal and went to Africa and stuff.
Yes, yeah.
And he was like, I don't like people saying crazy because that's just a word they use to dismiss somebody when they don't understand what they're thinking. And I'm just like, no, Kanye fucking crazy. Like,
this is on his own standard. This is on his own.
He lost it.
He's got his own. He's got his own microphone. He's got his own platform. He tweets. You know what I mean. It's just
some stuff you supposed to keep to your grave, bro.
Yeah.
If also, your cousin ain't never told nobody that you was sucking his, then why are you telling everybody?
Were they in prison, or is he in prison now?
His cousin. He said his cousin is in prison. He said my cousin who was in jail since we were 17, he got life for killing somebody. I sucked his dick until he was 14. And I'm like, it's like, are you blaming his downfall on you, Kanye?
Maybe he's trying to do a Menendez Brothers thing.
Is that what it is? Are you saying?
Yeah, dude, he's trying to do a Menendez Brothers thing so he gets his brother out, man. Maybe
you sucking his dick made him a killer, Kanye? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know.
Are you trying to take the blame?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, you got 3 or 4 dynamics going on there. You got the underage thing, Well,
they were both 6. So they were 6. He said from 6 to 14. They were the same age. Kanye is something else, man.
Yeah.
Kanye is something else.
Oh, they say he's running like a Nazi camp over here in Hollywood. You heard that too?
That's funny, man, because literally last week I was thinking, what steps could I take to start a cult?
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about that, and I was going to put it into ChatGPT to see if I could. And ChatGPT was like, first thing you got to do is
train young guys. Yeah.
It was like, first thing you got to do is try and isolate people.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to have a good message that's different.
Yeah, than the mainstream.
Yes. So the people like, that's right.
I'm the one that cares about you.
Yes.
I'm the one that cares about your future.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just thinking, because I was like, man, how can I monetize? Just start a cult.
Yeah, I mean,
get some paper, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to get the attention. It's nice to get the adoration, but we want to make I don't want to fly. I want to fly first class on occasion.
Right. Yeah. I don't care about them. I don't care about the attention.
I want to sit next to Bernie and AOC in first class.
I just want the money. That's all. I'm just trying to get this money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have nobody like do nothing crazy. Like I wouldn't be like taking dudes' wives as my own and like that.
David Koresh.
I'm not doing that. I'm not making no Kool-Aid. I'm not telling people to rob nobody. Nothing like that, man. Good. Just a small group of 100 people.
Yes.
Who pay me $10 a week.
Yeah.
To keep them, spiritually. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Make them be the best. Make them be their best self.
Exactly. That's it, dog. That's it. Because I'm like Scientology has been doing it for years now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which is so crazy because apparently, if you're a Scientologist, you're supposed to unlock your maximum potential and then you ascend to this new being state where you get all this success and stuff. And I always be thinking like, how long has the dude on the corner been handing out pamphlets?
Yeah, also you can tell he's ready for something new.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because if he's been handing out pamphlets for a full year, and he ain't moved up from handing out pamphlets,
he's ready for a new cult.
Then your potential is maxed out at pamphlet handle outer. Maybe you need to move on, bro.
Yeah. It's just you gotta be. It's like a.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like you gotta hit free agency. There may be somebody who does something better for you. You know
what
I mean? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking about it,
and he likes the cult platform because he's been there.
And that's my first place I'm gonna start recruiting.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go hit up the Scientologists who handing out.
You're gonna be snaking some of their. But also it clears up room for other people. There's less of a log jam.
Dude, it makes perfect sense.
You're helping them out. To be honest,
it makes perfect sense for everybody.
It's like you're like an expansion team.
I'm just trying to help. Yes,
like an expansion team in the NFL.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just taking out the dead weight because his potential is clearly maxed out at pamphlet hander router.
And maybe
taking him out of here.
Maybe under your guidance, he could become something. He could rise up higher because you see, he just going up the pamphlets. He could train people to do pamphlets under your organization.
And then, bam.
Yeah,
we see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to help you out.
You lit a fire. You know,
that's it.
You lit a fire. I like that.
Yeah. And I'm not going. It's a mutually beneficial situation.
Absolutely.
Just like me taking a dog from the shelter for free.
Yes, exactly.
I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, you're helping the dog out. You're clearing up a space for another dog. You got one dog off the streets. Yeah.
Don't be stupid, Scientology. Give me your rejects.
I think we figured something out this time,
dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We be out here just psychologically destroying it. Dude, the MS-13 member gay thing that you figured out is
it's real.
It's so crazy.
I forgot exactly what
you have to go back and listen, but
no,
it's nuts.
What was the thing I sent? Can you pull that?
Oh, that you sent me? It said that they added some letters, so it's LGBTQ MS-13.
Yes, yeah.
So they included all these other people into their group, so that they don't leave nobody out.
They don't want to discriminate. And I if you go back to the podcast, I clearly had this.
Oh, you definitely did.
Yeah, I was just.
You definitely had that, dude.
Yeah,
you definitely had that, dude.
The LGBT.
Easy.
Yeah. Oh, it was under Babylon B.
You definitely had
LGBTQ.
You called that a year ago.
Yeah, and it's just like right. Inclusivity.
You're right.
Who doesn't want to be part of something?
You were right. Plain and simple, bro.
Yeah, exactly, guys. So basically, what we're learning is, hey, the cult member is not always the bad guy. You know what I mean? That's what the cult leader. That's another thing. I get so tight. Support your local cult, guys. That's what I think.
That's it, man.
Exactly. I mean, not all of them. Maybe someone's doing a cult better, and maybe they've learned from other things. Let the attractive guys cause a little mischief in a movie every now and then. How about that?
You think so?
Yeah. Why not? We're charismatic. We're good guys. You gotta have a hero that stands still in the movie poster. He can't be like staring at his shoes. You know what I mean? It's just, man, yeah. And Sheduer Sanders is a Brown.
Yep.
He's a third string Brown. Shannon Sharp, don't mess with 19-year-olds. There we go.
I think he learned his lesson.
Yeah.
He hasn't. I know he hasn't.
He's gonna have more come out.
He's too rich.
Oh Lord. Dude, they were cheap. Yeah, so it sucks because Sheduer Sanders, Shannon Sharp, they're all Patreon members.
Yeah.
So is Kanye. Kanye's a Patreon member. He loves the show. He plays it for he plays it for his cult. We're really big with the black celebrities apparently, and they play our song in dog kennels too. Guys, thanks for listening. You can follow Marcus at Marcus Stewart TV. You could follow me at the Fun Matt Lewis. Got the show. I will get back on. We're gonna start making more shows again. I hope.
Yeah, we got to.
It's been my fault. It's been my fault mostly. I'll take 90% of the blame. Is that cool?
Okay.
You haven't.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
Yeah, you haven't really. If you would have said, Matt, goddamn it, let's do something.
Yeah, that's my 10%.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wasn't harassing you about it, so.
Yeah, I was kind of. I've been funky.
I could harass you, but I didn't. So
then
that's my 10%.
I'll get back on the video editing. I'll start putting more stuff on the YouTube. Exactly. So that's. Thanks for listening, guys. That's the Fun Matt Lewis. You can follow us on all platforms. Talk to you later.
Support for Obnoxious Valid Points is not brought to you by Audible. Audible. Are you too stupid to read a book? Have one read to you. You'll find no books or mentions of books at patreon.com/ovpoints.